Hello everyone, welcome back to today's lesson. In this video, we are going to learn something about combinators. Imagine your HTML page is like a family. Some elements are parents, some are children, and some are siblings. CSS combinators allow us to select elements based on these relationships. So we have four important combinators in CSS, which is the first one is the descendant, the second one is the child, the third one is the adjacent sibling, and then the fourth one is the general sibling. Okay, so we are going to go through one by one to understand how it's being used. Okay, so the first one we are going to talk about is the descendant combinator. So this is the simplest combinator. When we put a space between two selectors, we are selecting every element B that is inside element A, no matter how deep inside it is. Okay, so let's check something easy. Here we have a div, and then in this div, we are our main focus is on the paragraph section, paragraph element. Sorry. So we have a div here, a div container, and then we have this paragraph. Then after this paragraph, we have another div. So this paragraph here becomes our our direct. Sorry. This paragraph here becomes our descendant. We are looking at descendants first. This paragraph here becomes our descendant, and then the first one is the direct because like it comes before a div, before another div. That's it. So we are going to stylish this descendant. So with the descendant combinator, this is it. Giving the color blue. The explanation to this is this selects all the p tags, okay, that are inside the dot container, even if they are nested very deep. So when we run this, at the end we are going to see all the p tags being like selected or being given the color blue. So let's quickly check it out. Okay, so this is it. This is the out. So the second combinator I'm going to talk about is the child combinator. The child combinator selects only the direct children of an element, not grandchildren. It selects only the direct children. So this see when I was like explaining earlier, what I was explaining earlier. This one is the direct children. So it selects only the direct children, not the grandchildren. So you're going to style this and then you see. So the second one is a child, and then we give it a color of red. So when we run this, we can see that the direct has, let me show you, the direct paragraph has a color of red. So yes, the this one This one select the child combinator select only the first paragraph because it is a direct child of the what is the direct child of the container? Yes, let me put it that way. The third combinator to talk about is the adjacent sibling. The adjacent sibling. This selects an element B that comes immediately after element A, which is right next to it. So we are going to um, let me show you something from this side. Okay. Okay, so looking at these two sentences, you see, this one comes immediately after, and then this one does not count. Okay, so the CSS will explain it much better. We are going to give it a background color of yellow. Let's save and see what we have. Yeah, so as I was saying, I said the adjacent sibling is the first paragraph. So in our code, the first paragraph here is the is this. Okay, the first paragraph here is this. Mm, that's why after running the code, this one was being highlighted. So this style only the paragraph that comes right after the H2 is this one right after the H2. It ignores all other paragraphs. Note that. So with the adjacent siblings, it's now only the paragraph that comes right after the H2. This one. And it ignores all other paragraphs. So our next combinator is the general sibling. And we're going to see what it is. The fourth one is the general sibling. Let's give it a border 2 pixel solid green. Let's save and run. After running, you can see the border around 3 paragraphs, but not the descendant paragraph. Why? Okay, so this selects all elements that are siblings, not just the one next to it. And then this selects all the paragraphs that are siblings of H2. element, not only the first one. So let's look at something here. This one is a sibling of this one is a sibling of H2. This one is a sibling of H2, and then this one is also a sibling. And then the first one is also a sibling of H2. Why are we saying that? Or why am I saying that? You see, in the div tag here, in the div tag we have H2. We have H2, we have another div tag here, and then we have P tag here and another P tag. So it's like this H2, this H2 has this as a sibling, has this one and this one as a sibling. You understand? But this one is being listed in another DV, so it's not a sibling of that, of this and this. So that's the explanation to it. As you see all paragraphs inside the dot container. The dot container turns blue after running. And then the reason why they turn blue is because descendant. They are descendants. And then the dot direct, this one, paragraph turns red because it is a direct child. And then the paragraph immediately after the H2, the paragraph immediately after the H2, so yeah, so one is it. Immediately after the H2 gets a yellow background, and then all paragraphs after H2 get a green border, which is the general sibling. This makes it very easy to understand how combinators target different relationships. So this is it. And that's it for CSS combinators. Now you know how to select elements based on family relationship, like the parents, the child, and then the sibling. This is very useful when building a real website. If you enjoy this lesson, make sure to watch our next video where we use all these selectors in a real mini project. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. And then don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Bye.